is that when he went in the ring, he was in high school. When he left out of there, he's in college now. It's the first year college does. So college has the first year, second year, third year, then you graduate, fourth, right?
My son.
And so we ain't at that stage yet. So we don't want to jump hurdles over one grade. We want to take our time. Since we're in college now, we want to go through the process of being in college for the first year. For the first year. So you got to be careful, not only in speaking too soon, but you have to be conscious of what? Making the right matches that A, make him look great, B, good for the public, good for the fans, and friendly for TV.
As you say, you got to pick the right opponents. You got a champ right here.
Heavyweight champ.
Heavyweight?
WBC got your
Now, you probably flying out tomorrow to Vegas?
I fly out tomorrow to Vegas. I've been hired to do the Mayweather and Pacquiao fight. I want to think it's my looks, but I think it got a lot to do with my intelligence of what I know about boxing. So I'll take really both of those. It's going to be a good experience, not only for me to be giving my input on what I believe is going to be just what the hype has been. One of the fights that people is going to talk about for a long time. And that's good. Everybody wins when it comes to that performance that I'm hoping that will be.
Bernard, as the professor, as a mindset professor in the world of boxing, how you see that one going down?
Well, it's a lot of ways that can go down. Not only is Pacquiao's style is totally different from the last 7, 8 people that Floyd Mayweather fought, but I see both fighters that's fighting at this stage have some minuses and pluses. Whoever can capitalize on those negatives rather, and those pluses, they the ones going to, either one is going to be the one that be able to capitalize on the other one's mistake. Now there's going to be some tug of war between round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds, and going into the second half of the fight, I believe it's going to be clear who's in control. It's not going to be a 6-round fight. It's not going to be a 7-round fight. But it's going to be a fight where I believe in the midway through the rounds of the fight, or 12 rounds, you're going to clearly have a clear understanding of who's in control. And who's in control will be the one that win the fight. This will not be no one guy in control and the other guy throws a punch and he's knocked out. No. There's no history to prove that on both sides, especially on Mayweather's side. If the odds was, which it will be, who has the greater chance of knocking who out, Pacquiao or Mayweather? And the last time I read, I don't think Mayweather knocked no one out in a decade. So that's basically out. What that means good stuff. That means you get a chance to, as they say, get your money's worth. From 12 rounds of fighting, 3 times 12, you ain't have nothing to complain about as long as the fight is competitive enough to be able to say, wow, we want to see it again if it was close. Definitely it's bigger if it's a draw. If it's one-sided, nobody really cares about even having a conversation about what happens next as far as rematch. But I want to hope that it will be one of those fights, whether it's a win on one side or a loss on the other side, that people say it was what they expected. And that's all you can ask for when you got a fight of this magnitude at this era, at this time.
As a last words for fans worldwide,
boxing is well alive. Matches are being made. Matches is already set for the first quarter of the year. There's already been buzzes about who can fight the next winner of the last 3 months of boxing, whether it's on Showtime, HBO, or pay-per-view. So I'm glad to be a part of a new movement. And you know what the new movement is? The new movement is fighters starting to speak up and say, wait a minute, you know, I want to make money, but guess what? I want to make money and make my legacy be talked about when I'm done. See, money is great, by no means. Get all you can. But if you make one false move, or maybe 2 or 3, money will be gone or money will be made. One thing about legacy, legacy can't be separated from that individual in no era, in no time, not even a recession. So, as far as I'm concerned, if you in the position to make history, it's like having a Social Security number. You're born with one, and you're going to die with the same one. They don't change unless someone steals it. Enjoy the fight May 2nd. We're going to be doing big things in 2015. Good night.